Hello, this is Johnny. We are revisiting the NeoGeoX, the handheld. This one is actually the Gold edition, but I don't use the docking station. I just use direct connection and everything. And I'm going to revisit it because I'm adding some different console on it, and I want to see if it works. So if it works, at the end of the video, I will do another separate video to show you how to make it work. So I'm testing Atari, and then I added some different format for PlayStation, and also Genesis. So to see if it works. So we're gonna press A because I already put the SD card in. So let's go to Atari. And what I did is I put everything with the one dash because it's alphabet order. That way everything I need to test is in the front. So I don't have to search everywhere looking for it. This one is called the Atari XEGS. I have no idea what that is. But we're going to test it and see what if this game will work. Because if more console will work, then we could put more game. So this one do not work. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This one is ST. So it's Atari ST, and that graphic is very intense and very good. So I don't know if this will support it, but we're gonna try. I know this is an old hack, like 3 years ago. I used to have this. Well, I do have it, but I don't play with it enough. And now since I'm more understanding about all this different thing, I want to revisit it and see if it works. Now this one is a Commodore 64, so it's D64. I want to see if Atari emulator will work on this. Let's see. Because the hack come out, they never really tell you what works and what doesn't work. So nope, it just makes sound, doesn't work. I just hold the menu button and then hold it for a few seconds, this will pop up. Then you use the direction and you press A to get out. Alright, the next one will be, I think Atari 800, I think. Let me see if I wrote it down. Yeah, this is Atari 800. So let's try this one. Air attack. Now it's best to try it, so at least we know what works, what doesn't work. If we never try it, we never know. You know, because some of the emulator does support different format. Now, I don't know who hacked this. I wish I could find a PC Engine hack for this. That would be great if it worked. Now 5200, let's try. Don't press B, it will take you back out. I did that and I had to scroll everywhere all over again trying to find it. So I decided to redo my video recording and put everything in front so I could find it easier. So it's easier for demoing and testing. So 52 just kicked me straight back out. Let's try the 878. Okay, so sad, it doesn't work. I was hoping it will, but it doesn't. Now it supports PlayStation. You might say, well, this is an old, it does play PlayStation. So there's a lowercase 878. Let's see if that works. Sometimes maybe just the ROM, but it might be just the whole console doesn't work. So 878, no luck. So some of them just kick you straight out, and some of them make some noise. So it does have different. Now this is ColecoVision. Let's see if Coleco Donkey Kong will work or not. The reason I'm using Atari because the other emulator is mainly for like Nintendo and Genesis and arcade and PlayStation. So it's not made for like old home console. So that's the reason I use Atari to see if Atari will play since Atari play old Atari, I want to know if it support the, those type of old console. That's why we're using Atari 26 to test it. Double Dragon, Atari Lynx, no. That one I know I tested already. It doesn't work. All right. And Atari 5200. This is last one. And I think all the family, only thing that will work will be Atari. Yeah. So sad to say, none of the Atari will work on Atari Emulator 26. Now, before I thought it had to be a format in, it will work with bin. It will work with a different format. Originally, I thought it had to support this format, ATARI, because the hack came like that. And I'm like, okay, maybe I have to rename it. Maybe it doesn't take space. So I changed the name to no space. But turned out you could leave it like this and it's the same game, and you could keep it as a BIN and it worked just fine. So let me demonstrate that real quick. It cannot be zip. It cannot be 7-zip. It doesn't work. It will give you crazy error message if you put it in the zip. This emulator will support home boost game, Atari home boost. So all those games will work. I have tested those already, like Pac-Man, Pac-Man redone, and then Donkey Kong, the lost one, the 2 lost version. I have downloaded it and put it on my copy, and they all work fine. I don't know if I could find some of them right now, but those games work just great. And then Asteroid, the remake of Asteroid, and that worked just fine. Let me see if I can find Asteroid. We're pretty close to Asteroid right now, but like Arcade Asteroid, it worked, and Arcade Bunk. I wonder if this is the same one. Let's try this one. This is a hack version. So all the hack version does work. It support 8. Now you have to modify the default. In the default folder, there's a file called default.ini. You have to edit it and put .826, enter, and then .852, but no space. Okay. So for example, let me zoom in and bring the screen up and show it to you on the computer. Okay. Oops, sorry. My bad. I didn't get the thing tied up tighter. See, like the way I have it up there? Okay. Now, you cannot have the name behind it. The reason I put it there is just for me to know what those console is. So you have to do it like this. Okay? You cannot put it like this. You cannot put like .bin. That just gonna mess up the whole thing. Okay? You cannot do like that. If you're gonna put .bin for Atari, you have to put it like this. Okay? And the same thing with this. You cannot have anything behind it. Okay? Before I was not very. I was thinking, okay, I would do the next one bin 5200. And what's the other format? Atari. Okay. And it doesn't work that way. You have to have it in a separate line. Okay. So I just realized that today, because I was doing it wrong when I was 3 years ago when I tried to test this. So that's why none of the format will work. So I only use .atari, and it will support the rest of those format, except the Atari 800. Okay, the Atari 800 and Atari 52 do not work, but it's in my setup right now. So that's why it will even start a game. If you don't put it there, it will not even start a game. So just FYI. Okay, so let's go back down here, back to this, twist the screen. Now we're gonna test some PlayStation. I went and did some different format on the PlayStation, and I want to know if the PlayStation will work with the different format, because if it does, the game will play better and the sound will be good. Because some of the game, I just grab the first track .bin, bring it over, and the gameplay, but there's no music background. So you cannot do that. Okay, that was my mistake. I should have redone the image. I didn't know how to redo the image to make it where it does have sound. So those are the one I need to fix. So I have a lot of PlayStation here. My favorite one, most of them fighting. So I need to bring those over here. Yeah, I love the NeoGeo handheld. I mean, they're great, to just grab it and play it. Now, so those all the there's some other hack that they improved, like Pac-Man, Asteroid Fire. I think Asteroid Deluxe. This one they improve a lot, and this one is a hack version. It's not the original, but it looks so cool. It looked like almost like a 78. Oh no, this is the color one. I don't think this is a color one, but it is have some color instead of just black. But I don't think this is the one I was thinking about. I got different version here. I don't remember which one. I think this is the one we just play. Let's try Asteroid Fire. See if that one is the new one. Oh no, this one's different. This is another different hack version. There was one that you could just move around in a circle, and the asteroid have a bunch of color. What happened to that one? Don't remember where. That's not it, because we already tried that one. That's just the arcade version. And this one is not. I don't know, is it this one? I thought it was this one, but turned out it wasn't. Let's try this one. Maybe I got the name messed up. But that's the physical name. Oh yeah, this is the one that had color. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one. So it's interesting. This one is labeled without the name hack on it, and this is the one that is really beautiful. Start. Now, of course, you could fly around. The different button will allow you to do different things. But normally, you just stay in the same place. Okay. Let's get out of the game. Try to get the view angle better. Okay. So let's get out this, and let's go to different console. Let's go ahead and try the PlayStation, and I went and changed the format on the fighting, because originally it only support the GEN, and so I moved some of my Street Fighter into a PlayStation because it support the SND, and that's all I use, because I thought that's all it support. So that's all I use, and maybe in that 2-hour video I did, I tell you that that's all it support. But you could change it to support other than SND. So let's go to the final fight, because that one is a BIN file, and I move it over here and I change the default to .bin. So it should work now, because see, all of them I put on SND. And he played the game here very well, even with some hack game that I have down here, I believe. Yeah, like this one is a hack game. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition arcade hack. And Street Fighter Smart. Here's a Street Fighter with .mdg. And I thought I'd bring some that is BIN. Where's my BIN file? I know I have some bin files. Suite of H2. Or maybe I put it in the wrong place. Oh, I think I put it in the fighting. This is an action. So let me take that out. Yeah, it's a fighting. Maybe I accidentally put it in the action. This is Genesis fighting. This is May. PlayStation 1 shooting. And PlayStation 2. Okay, let's do PlayStation for now because I don't remember. I don't know did I copy it out or not. PlayStation, I added something new. I added one to it. Where's that game go? I didn't save it? It's a different, like this one now, this one, the .img, it recognized those and it recognized the bin. So all those format, it does work. But I thought I copy it into here. Let me get out here. NeoGeo. And then fighting. Okay, I put the Mortal Kombat and I use the CHD. Now, that's supposed to reduce the size of the space, but it compress all the CD into one. So I don't know if this will work. I hope it will because that will make a big difference on space and the quantity of the game. Because the CHD include the sound, the video, everything, you know, to make the game wonderful like a CD. Oh, it looked like we'll support CHD. Maybe. Don't say it too early. I just hear sound. It's bright. I only hear sound. Maybe have some load up a little bit slower maybe. I don't see anything. I just hear the PlayStation sound, but let's press start. Nothing. Man, I only copy one file over. Should copy more file over, see if it work. I wonder if I copy just the final fight over, just that one CD. Cause this might be have so much CD that the file is big, and so it might not work. Alright, let's get out. It's taking a long time to load. Let me try to load something close to it. And see if it take that long to load as well. Let's try. We got X-Men vs Street Fighter. Oh, that's my favorite game. X-Men vs Street Fighter. PlayStation version. Let's see how that load up. Does it have sound? Does everything work? So maybe, yeah, this one has sound too, but no logo either. Oh, here it comes. I wonder if because that one, it just got so much track on it, the file's big, might be why it's taking a long time to load. I need to, it does load, it didn't give me error or anything, so I need to bring some more file over and see if it support the CHD. Now, if a file is too big, probably it's not going to work because, you know. Now, you could change the resolution to stretch by pressing one of these buttons on top. Now, different game, like Atari is up here. Different game, you have to press different place. Can't stretch it. Man, why did you give me the rose in the yucky color? I want the original yellow. Yeah, I play PlayStation. Nice. No issue and everything. And you could make the screen stretch or not stretch. Oh my goodness, getting beat up. And this one support all the buttons, so you don't have to worry about that it doesn't support 6 button stuff. See, I'm using the top button now. Uh-oh. Pick it out his way. I'm using my strong punch on the top. KO! Okie dokie. So let's get out of the game. That's why a lot of people like this handheld. Even though it costs a lot of money, people will invest and get the used one because they don't make this anymore. I was very lucky when I came into the 3 years ago when I came in, they still sell a brand new one. So this is a Street Fighter Alpha 3. So yeah, so I was very lucky to able to come and do this. Now this one, I need to find out what I could do. Probably bring in a different format. Now I know I do have the I do have the fighting game of that one, I believe. If I go the opposite direction, I should have that file too. But I don't know. I never really tested to see if it have the background sound or not. It even have saw caliber. How awesome, huh? This is my 64-bit build, so I have all kind of gaming here. Super Mario, not Super Mario. Marvel vs. Superhero, Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel Superhero, Mortal Kombat 4. Man, lot of cool game here. This one missing a picture. Whenever you miss a picture, you have the icon, default icon. Fighting Force. Yep. Dead or Alive. This is PlayStation version. Let me see. The PlayStation version is not that great. The Dreamcast is better. Bloody Warrior. I wonder if the Bloody Warrior 2 work. Here's a Bloody Warrior 1. Battle Routine 3, 2. And I'm missing. Oh, that's the one that I added. So let's try the Bloody Warrior 2. Press the B instead of A. Let's try Bloody Warrior 2. Because that one did not load well with the NeoGeo arcade stick. Now this system have its good and bad. The good is the way they made it, and the button is click. I love that, and the button is beautiful. You know, clear white and black inside, so it's very nice. The only thing I think that it was a disadvantage for people is that the sound is not very loud, and the graphic, the screen is not protected. Well, it is protected, but if you put this in your pocket, dust will get inside, and then you get white dot everywhere. So I don't recommend put this in your pocket. So if you put that in your pocket, that's the problem you will get. Now notice the top and bottom is flicking like crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. But let's start a game, see if everything start. Yeah, when we start a game, it seems to be okay. Arcade mode. Yeah, the graphic look nice. No issue on the... I thought there was a lady somewhere. That's an ugly lady face. Yeah, it played well. It played a lot better than NeoGeo arcade stick for sure. I think I got the screen too dark. Let me try to fix it. Yeah, my recording somehow got the screen so dark. It looked kind of funny. I forgot I got more button on top that I'm not using. Yeah. Alright. Let's go back and start testing the game again. It's nice to come back and visit some of the old hack console. Yeah, I have some cool game here. Okay, there was another one I was supposed to test. I test the CH Edge, but that one, oh, maybe it's in action. There you go. I put in the PSP Mini. Now, I don't know if support PSP Mini or not. Let's cross our finger. It's a PSP handheld system, but it's a mini version. Because, oh no, it doesn't work. Alright, so all the new console, I was hoping that it worked. It doesn't work. So it only worked whatever originally came with. So yes, the PSP Mini do not work with that format. And the CHD maybe will work. Maybe if I could bring in a different gaming here. Oh, PlayStation doesn't have Final Fight. Final Fight belongs to Sega CD. Oh, you know what? I should bring Sega CD game over here and see if it supports CHD. You know what I'm saying? Because we have Sega CD that I never tested. I did test. I have this 132 SMD 64 game of fighting, but I never bring a different format in here other than SMD. I wonder if I could bring in the, and now I forgot where I put the fighting game. I think I put the fighting game in this folder. It's a different format. It's a BIN. Because the BIN, for some reason, it didn't work here. So then I move it out to PlayStation. I'm like, wait a second, this is Street of Rage. Why is it doing on PlayStation area? So I move it back here and change the default.ini. but I forgot where I put it. No, I already passed it. Here's a Mortal Kombat in the Genesis version. Yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah, this is Street of Rage 1 and 3. They're all SMD. So it's not in this folder for sure. So Genesis, I thought I did put it in the Genesis folder. Did I put it somewhere else? Sega Game Gear, Super Nintendo, Master System, Sega Genesis. Yeah, it took me a while to get all this working, and when I got it working, I saw separate them into its own console. And so everybody was like, wow, you got those games working? Because I actually break it down to the based on console. And yeah, this one supports GEN and also SMD. So yeah, I do have some GEN format as well. Oh, here's a Mortal Kombat that have a lot of different game in here. Oh, it's one of my favorite game. The Japanese version of it, and US version, all type. Man, I could sit here and stop playing game because there's a lot of cool game that I really like here that is over here. Shadow Dancer, Knuckle. I only put the game that I like in here. At the time I wasn't, you know, because the system doesn't fit everything in here, so I only put in the game that I like. I didn't put in like the full set. I had 3 different versions here, or the GN format and the beta version. I think I like that game, that's why I have so many different versions of it. Alien 3, Auto Beast, Comet, Ghostbuster, Golden Axe 2, Golden Axe 3. Yeah, I like this game. Bring back the childhood memory. And then this is Mercury. Now, one thing cool about it is the screen is not stretched. That's what I like about this handheld. You get to enjoy the correct aspect ratio. You don't have to worry about that it's getting overstretched. It's just the correct aspect. Now you could change it to it is stretched now, but it doesn't stretch like crazy. See, you still have that black spot between here and here, black spot here, black spot here, but it's stretched. By me pressing on top, it just stretch, but it's not like crazy looking stretch like we see in the NeoGeo arcade stick. I'm sorry, but I have to say that, but because now see, this one is a full screen, but it's not bad. Now, if you want to go back to the original, you just press the top right here, and then this is the vertical screen, original vertical screen. Yeah, that's what a lot of people. I was surprised after 3 years, people are texting me and say, "Johnny, where's that image?" I said, "Well, I took it down because I thought people don't want it no more, so I took it down." He said, "No, can you post that link back up?" You know. And so I like, yeah, sure, I'll put it back up. And then, but I have to find the Mega Drive. They disable my image because it's been set out there a long time, and I didn't pay for the membership, so it was taken down and removed. And I'm like, what? And then people was asking me, say, "Johnny, where's the image? Where's the hack? It's gone." And I said, "Really?" So I have to go look for it and then post it on Google Drive. So now it's up there, so you could get it. You could get everything from Google Drive. And also, I went and fixed the NeoGeo game set because I didn't know where some of the games do not work. So I went and fixed that and update the new list. So you guys should have all the NeoGeo. I think it's like 187 game was out there, or maybe more. I don't remember, either 187 or 190 something. I think 187 is for NeoGeo arcade stick. I think it's more than 100. So let's get out the Genesis game. Yeah, if you haven't seen my 2-hour video, please watch those videos because it have a lot of good information and everything. Let me see, what I'm looking for. No, NeoGeo. Now I have 2 NeoGeo photo here. One is more like an arcade type of NeoGeo, and one is more of a. This is the main. The zip file I was testing, and it worked, so I left it there. And then this is a different main that is converted to FBA. Okay. You go in here. So no, this is actually has some zip. Okay, those are all zip font one. I have some cool picture, huh? Before I just, I look for the nice picture and I put in here. Because at that time, I created this for me. I didn't create it for, now this is the hack version. Oh yeah, hack version. See, I knew I have some of those hack version. I just, when somebody told me, hey Johnny, I got the hack version working on a NeoGeo arcade stick. I say, oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. See, I do have it 3 years ago. I totally have this 3 years ago. I know about the hack. I just like, I forgot that I even have the hack. And those are all the arcade version. This is Marvel vs. Street Fighter. A while ago we were playing the PlayStation version, but this is the arcade version. And those are the shooting games. So yeah. So let's get out that one. So what's the difference between that one and this one? I don't remember why I have 2 of them, but there are some differences. I don't remember. Okay, there's the NeoGeo game. Now they don't tell you how many game total, so it's really hard. Now I'll try to get this is the original artwork, and this is the one I created, so it's a little bit different. And I went and did all the artwork for most of everything, so it took me a while to do all the artwork. But let's see how many game I have. This is 1. Let's start with a baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, let's start with 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. See, I even have this one. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 48, 49, 50. So it's 100 already. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, I need to try that one out, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so it's 160 so far. Let's start with 1 again. I want to lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 180. Okay, 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yes, 5. 185. My bad. I think I have to delete some that didn't work. 185 game. Okay. Now the question is, oh, there are some games that I find out that actually work with the arcade version. So I will be bringing that to NeoGeo Arcade Stick, because some of the game are not working correctly. Like this game. This game is supposed to have sound. The one we have do not have sound. Okay, just let you know. This one does have sound. So I'll be bringing this game over. And there is another one. It's called the driving racing that I passed it. Where the motorcycle driving that Neo Geo have. We don't have it in our 187 Neo Geo. That is also missing in our Neo Geo. There's another one that was missing, some kind of someone, I forgot what is it called. It's also missing in our Neo Geo set, in the Neo Geo Arcade Stick, that I need to bring over, because I created 237, 230, either 232 or 33. No, take it back, 262 on my arcade counter cap build. And I realized there was some game that the reason we didn't bring it over is because the Neo Geo Arcade Stick doesn't support it. Okay? But the retro art does support it. The retro art will work. So I'm gonna bring that over. But I forgot, I wrote it down somewhere and I forgot to bring that over. Now this one, we do have a joystick issue. So I don't know this game actually work. That's why I want to test this as well. Now you can stretch it by pressing this button. Okay, but if you don't want to stretch it, you want to leave it like that, we can just leave it like that. And does have cheat mode. I forgot what I have to press. Last time somebody asked me, how do you get the cheat mode to come out? You could get the cheat mode to activate on this. But I just don't know. I forgot. But the cheat mode is not 4.0 version. It's an old 3 point something version. It's not the 4.0. Now I think if you want to get 4.0, you have to recompile everything. Now the format is called .mvs, but it's actually a final burnout. Okay, but this does work with the what you call it. It does work. So I know our Neo Geo, if we convert it to FBA, it will not work with the Neo Geo hack or Hydro hack. The bio. I'm talking about Neo Geo.zip bio. It will not work. But this hack, even though it's converted to FBA, it works. Now we have to rename it from FBA to .mvs. M as in Mary, V. Well, MVS is actually stand for the format of the arcade. What did we? Because I didn't press the button. Is that why? Okay, insert the coin. I don't want it home. Okay, insert is up here. So some of the game you have to insert it from the top. Okay, where's the start button? Oh, that's just stretch it. The top is a stretch. So where's the start button? I just move it back. Okay, that is the start button. Start button, select is up here. The button layout is different. Alright, so the game is about to start. I didn't even pick the character, did I? There you go. Oh, it does have a button problem, see? I can't pick the character. So this version does have issue with the button. I just stretch it again. So I need to fix that. You notice that? It didn't move. So that means the D button does not work. I only test it when it show up. And then I say, okay, it's working. Then I shut it off. But I didn't play it. See? It doesn't work. Oh my god, it didn't work. I need to go find the one that works and put it in here. Yeah, it doesn't work. So sad, it doesn't work. I need to fix this. Yeah, that version do not work. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, that one I normally I just start it, and if the game look good, I say okay, it's done. Then I leave. But yeah, I didn't test it. I didn't actually play the game. But there's a game here that did not work on the NeoGeo arcade stick. It's the racing game. Because I just went through, I just remember that I told myself I was going to bring it over, then I totally forgot because I was doing something. This one does not work on the NeoGeo arcade stick. So let's see if it works here. Oh, sorry. Now all this game is converted to FBA. And once converted FBA is renamed from FBA to M.NVS. But I don't think it need to be renamed. You just need to put the default in a default.ini and change it. I think if you change it to .ini, it should work, I believe. Okay, start button is on, select button is on top of that. And star is right here. Looks like it's gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna work because the one that we have, it have the background is totally black. Yeah, see, work. It moved. Yeah, we don't have this game in our Neo Geo game set because the background was black. And you only see track. You don't see no background. And this one have a background and everything. I don't know if that's a brake or that's the gas. And I just stretched the screen. You could do a full screen. It looked fine with full screen as well. Oh yeah, the A button is making it go fast. Now I'm going super fast. Kind of slowing down. Okay, now press gas again. So your A button is the gas pedal. Ooh, I fall. Yeah, this game was missing. And there's another one. It's a fighting game. I forgot what's the name. That is also missing in our Neo Geo arcade. So I'll be bringing this one over. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm just revisiting my game system. Now, Neo Geo will come with the image pack, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just that it might not have all the PlayStation because I don't know what image I have out there. I think it's only 32 gig. I don't have the 64 gig. This one is a 64 gig, so you have a lot of PlayStation. You got shooting, you got fighting, you got action, you got pinball game. Ooh, pinball. And then Sega Genesis, Master System. Super NES, and Genesis, and Atari. Now, this one, since I have enough space, I put 652 game. 652 Atari game. Okay, those I need to delete. Those are just for testing. Yeah, I put down a lot of gaming here. So, Donkey Kong, the Lost Level, that worked. And there was another one I added that Pac-Man. The Pac-Man, it looked nice. They redo the Pac-Man. It looked very nice. And I got this idea from John. John was doing a video say, what are some of the homebrews game that was good? That they he said there wasn't really a problem with it, but some people wanted to make it better, and they actually make it better. It looked real nice, and but he doesn't say that straight out. He would tell you during the middle of the game playing. Like, hey, look, this is really great. And I say, oh wow, I need to get that. I mean, I like Atari game, but some of them, it needs some improvement. You know, because I play from iPhone called the Atari Classic, and I'm like, it says Atari 2600 Classic, but why is my game doesn't look as good as the one in iPhone? You know, like scratching my head. I'm like, why? And I even bought the 2600 handheld like this. Don't buy it. It makes some weird. You might as well play Atari over here, because I bought the one just like that. Atari, and the screen is small. It's only like it's 2 point something, 2.6. This one's screen is bigger, and so your Atari experience is much fun playing through here than from that little, you know, tiny screen. But it does work. It just, you can't change it. You cannot modify it. You cannot add it. You cannot delete it. So you stuck with an Atari game that you like. Well, can I add some of my favorite one? Like the one we were playing, the Hakata Asteroid. I don't think they have that one. And I never did a video on that one, because the reason I bought it, because somebody, John, the internet guy, he's the one who did a review on it, and he loved Atari, so he gave a good positive feedback on that. So I bought one, but mine's kind of like, when you shake it, it kind of make cranky noise. I'm like, man, this is really messed up. But at the time when I buy it, if it's not like broken, I'm a person, I just kept it. You know, I don't like make a big fuss about it. I just kept it. Space Deluxe. I'm trying to find the Mario. I mean the Pac-Man. I need to go faster, because Pac-Man, I think, is at in the M section, and I went backward. I went on X section. I should have go the other direction. But I was thinking that, yeah, I should have realized I'm in the wrong opposite direction. Yeah, I should have started with the. Let's go back in and start the right direction. But I download it, and then I play it, and I say, oh, that's nice. Nice. I mean, it's not as nice as the original arcade, but at least it's decent enough. You know, that it caught my eye, because a lot of time Atari game is not what you expected. You know, the special templates. Man, I got the templates in here, and I was very disappointed. I was like, really? And nobody made it better? I was hoping somebody would like mod the templates and make it better for Atari 2600. Maybe that's why when I was playing the no, they do have a template on the iPhone, and that, yeah, I think they do have a template on the iPhone, but I just don't know why they did not improve. They did not bring it over to. There's Centipede. Now there is another Centipede. I think it's a hack version. I didn't bring that over. I forgot to download it. I saw some Centipede that is pretty nice. I don't think this one is that. I think this one is the original. It looked like a square box, you know, shooting. Or maybe this is a, yeah, it's a square box. A square box shooting a square box. No, square box shooting a circle box. Yeah, square box shooting a. But hey, it played well. It sounds good. But it's a square box shooting. I'm sorry, but I do like the game. It's just the idea that it's square box compared to the other version. Now the iPhone, they do have a better version, and I don't know. That's why a lot of people think that Atari 2600 is supposed to look like that, because their commercials say Atari 26 Classic, and so you think that, okay, so Atari 2600 is supposed to all look like this, but it turned out it doesn't. You know, now some of the the hack game, they did improve it. Now Defender, I do like it. It's not bad. Here's the Dig and Dug Atari 2600. Here's Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. And this one is missing 2 level. That's what they say. Ah, what did I click enter? Anyway, enough of that. I didn't bring my iPhone with me. I was going to show you how Atari Classic look like. But yeah, those are all the game. I have the Capcom game as well. I don't know how many, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40. I'm losing count. Yeah, Final Fight Japan, Final Fight 1, Final Fight 2, Final Fight US. I do have repeat, but they are different. They is a little bit different in hack, like Ghost US. Oh yeah, we do have that in our arcade stick. I think in our arcade stick we do have all the Capcoms in here. I think this might be a little bit of hack version. Yeah, we do have all the arcade game over there, yeah, for the arcade, but we don't. Mega Man 2, Mega Man 2A, 2D. Yeah, Japan US version. Yeah, I got a music background playing because that's not my music. That's actually arcade Virtual Man's music background. Because I was testing someone. Oh, I got a whole bunch of Marvel game here from Capcom. The Marvel Superhero versus Street Fighter. Marvel Superhero versus Street Fighter FA. Hey, do we have all the Marvel fighting game? I don't know. We have all the Marvel in I think we only bring in Capcom 1, 2, and 3. We didn't bring all the Marvel game over. I don't think it's supported. That's the problem. Yeah, bring in all the Marvel versus Capcom, Mimo. Those are all Capcom's game. Yeah, I think some of the Capcom game here are missing from the other one too. But yeah, I got a lot of Capcom's game. I don't know. There's a Punishment, different version of it. Japan US version. Yeah, this one is the one that I gave the Hilo team, tell them about. This is Capcom. And so we bring that over too. But there's also, is there a part 2? This is a Japanese version and this is a US version. Yeah, sometimes when I go through the game, I'm like, wait a second, I'm missing some game. This is a Rocket Man, which is the same as a Mega Man, but it's a Japanese version of it. Rocket Man in Battle, Rocket Man Japan, Samurai Showdown Special. Oh, this is some of this is Neo Geo, and then it's some Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter game. They're also from Capcom, but there's a lot of different Street Fighter game. I use the same picture because they are similar game, but from different region. So that's why you have so many different Street Fighter. But yeah, I got a whole collection of Street Fighter. This will get me. Where's my May folder? Now, normally it doesn't support May. I went and converted and make it work. So that's why there's May folder. Because people was like, how do you get May working? I thought it doesn't support May. I said, well, some of the May does work. So I went and bring in some of the May over here. You know, Fatal Fury. Those are arcade May game. Yep. Those are arcade version. It's not the Neo Geo like this one. Yep. Wow, this is the 1 hour video. Not meant to be a 1 hour video. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the day. Oh, this one is weird. Is you have to play it horizontal, and you can make it smaller. But to play this, you just hold it like this, and you just play it. Yeah, this game, you do have to play it like this for some strange reason. Okay. I don't know which one is better. Hold it from the right finger and press it from this button on top. I wonder if you could shoot from down here. Oh, that's just changing the screen size. Where's the start button? I can never figure out. They have start button in different place for different console. Oh, it's down here. Now the start button is down here. The insert button. Okay, the start button is still on top, but the insert button is down here. Okay, A button is still on top. A. So you have to either play like this or you could play like this. But the direction is all correct. You don't have to remap it. The left and up and down, left and right is all correct for some reason. See, left and right, down and up. So the mapping is correct. I don't know. I didn't map it. It automatically map itself. So there's like Neo Geo arcade stick. I have to remap the stick, but this one it automatically know which is the up and down. So yeah, you could play it like this with no problem, or you could. The shooting is on top, so you have to hold one hand like this to play it. But it's kind of neat. You get the full screen, the full screen of ability to play it, and the control is in the right direction, so I can't complain that. Now I don't know what will happen if you plug this to TV. I never tried this one on the TV, so I don't know if you plug this to TV, would the direction be correct, or do you have to tilt sideways as well? I don't know. All right, let's get out of the game. All right, that's enough of visiting the Neo Geo. Just want to quickly show that it does have good games, and unfortunately I did not upload this to share this because the time when I did this, I don't know where to upload the image. The only image I put out there was the 32 gig, but they killed it, so I don't know where the 32 image is. Where did I put it? I don't know, but it's down there in the description. I'm not sure where that 32, but this is a 64 gig. Now I haven't tried a 122 gig on this machine because I don't know it's supported. So I never, at that time the price was pretty high for a 128 gigabyte SD card. So I never tried with SD card. I only tried with a 64 gig, but you do have to format as a FAT32 in order to work. Now when you purchase this, they only say support 32 gig SD card. It doesn't say support anything bigger than that with the hack. But it does support 64 gig, and it does support I don't know it support 100. Now this hack, I know in the video I said that your old game will not work, so I want to give that away. Turn out it does work. With the 4.5 version, the SD your SD card that you purchase from the bundle package that come with the rocker. Now be careful. When you look at Amazon, some of the kit that they sell that come with like 4 game in a pack, some of them do not have the rocker. It tell you in the descriptions, no rocker. It's not included. They're supposed to include it. They're whipping you off by selling you without it, because they could sell that rocker for 30 to 40 or $50 by itself. So they separate it and tell you that it doesn't include it, but it's supposed to come with the rocker, because each of the game require you to upgrade the firmware on your NeoGeo Mini. So without a rocker, you cannot play the game that they are selling you. So now if you have a hack version, which is 4.5, then you could play it with no problem. The hacker game will also support any of the the bundle that you purchase. It will work in here. Before I thought it doesn't, so I give it away. Oh well, just FYI. Thank you for watching. Later.